How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of Max Payne 3 on the PC, and today's commentary topic is about the recent news that Microsoft has acquired the Gears of War license and all of its rights. So let's get into it. Now, quite a few people seem to be a little bit mad by this, and others seem to be really happy about it. I'm kind of happy and optimistic at the same time. I hope they go through with it and make a really awesome Gears of War game for the Xbox One, or possibly PC now, because Microsoft owns the whole rights, although I'm not going to hold my breath. But I'm a big fan of the Gears of War series, and I think this is probably a good move by Microsoft, because it seems like Epic Games at the moment wasn't fully interested in making games. They were more interested in working on their engine Unreal, and I mean, Unreal 4 is going to be amazing. I played Gears of War 3 on my Xbox 360 the other day, and it still looks amazing. And I mean, that game is really old, and the system is really old. So the Unreal Engine, I really love that engine. I can't wait to see what they do with Unreal 4, and just, you know, how much better that kind of looks on PC, consoles, whatever. It just looks really good. So I think Microsoft probably saw that and realized Epic wasn't as into game development as they once were, and with what happened with Judgment, they obviously didn't really want to go down that same path, because it didn't sell as many copies as Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, or Gears of War 1, so they probably thought, you know, we still want to keep using the series because people really do love it. And I kind of feel that Gears of War is a very unique game. Like, I've never really played another game like that. I mean, yeah, I've played other third-person shooters like the one you're seeing in the background, but it just doesn't have the same feeling as Gears of War with all the cover mechanics and just, you know, shooting people and their flesh goes flying and all that kind of stuff. It was a really fun and unique game, so I'm really okay with this news, as opposed to Epic just stopped making it and that's the end of it. I think that's what Epic saw as well. They thought, we're not going to make any more Gears of War games because we don't have the time, and we're working on, you know, the Unreal Engine as well as Fortnite. So what's the point of us, you know, holding on to a license that we're never really going to use again? And some people seem to be mad about this, saying, oh yeah, they're angry because it could have come to PlayStation, blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, this isn't exclusive to Microsoft. I don't think it ever would have ended up in PlayStation if they decided to make a new one, which, like I said before, wasn't really going to happen. They were interested in other stuff. So their next game probably would have been on PlayStation, but the problem is they, you know, the next game wouldn't have actually been very soon. It would have been way into the future and have nothing to do with Gears of War. So I think that we probably will still see things from Epic Games. It's just going to take a lot longer for them to make a game, because they seem more interested in their Unreal Engine. And it just seems a little bit silly, people getting mad at Gears of War for that reason. I mean, I don't think it was ever going to end up on PlayStation, just like, you know, Uncharted and Infamous. Those games will never end up on the Xbox or the PC. It's just how consoles work. It's mainly about getting really good exclusives for people to want to buy your system. So as I said before, I am a very big fan of the Gears of War series, and I'm looking forward to what they do in the future, but I hope they don't continue after Gears of War 3, because for me, that's where Gears of War ended. It was a really good, polished ending. I mean, they could have gone a little bit more in depth with some things, but I think it ended it quite well. If they were going to do anything, I think they probably need to go back to maybe the start of Emergence Day, so they've still got the Locust, but more in kind of a different way. I'm thinking maybe not just start off as cogs and, you know, pick up the story as you go along. Maybe start as civilians at the beginning of Emergence Day who eventually turn into cog soldiers. I think that'd be really good from a story standpoint. And for multiplayer, I think go back to the basics that were seen in, you know, the first 3 Gears games. And I mean, yeah, you can add new things to the game. I mean, every single time they didn't add something new, it was usually very good and people liked it. And if they didn't like it, people just didn't use it. That's simply how it worked. But don't take stuff away, because I feel with Judgment, like, yes, it did have some new things, but taking away down but not out, and all these other things kind of felt a bit odd to me, because I did enjoy those concepts and elements in the game. Anyway, this brings me out of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments about Gears of War or Microsoft acquiring Gears of War, anything like that, put it down below. And if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.